Masya Fawani is live lah. Mana Kak Aina? Kak Aina nak try slide?
Boleh? Tapi akak rasa still tak boleh pakai yang play slideshow.
Oh,
Macam ni dapat gerak kan?
sekejap. Layout. Wan tak baca lagi. Kena add to screen dulu.
Gerak kan?
Sekejap Kalau kat saya tak keluar lagi. Okay, dia dah keluar. Chrysalis Award
Gerak tak?
2020.
Sekarang ni gerak tak?
Sekarang gerak how it started the journey. Okay.
Okay. Kalau akak try play, sekarang gerak tak ngai?
Sekarang gerak.
Gerak sekarang ni? Okay pula.
Sekejap.
It's okay.
Agak-agak dia tak keluar apa like slideshow. Dia keluar yang interface PowerPoint biasa.
Okay. So better kak buat interface je lah
Okay.
So better okay. So better interface je lah
Okay. Pukul 2:30 kita start. Thank you. Okay. Uh, okay. So yang ni, as one said, okay, we can start now. Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all who are currently watching this. Okay. So for today's WhatsApp World session, we have invited Kak Aina, currently known as Dr. Nik Aina. Okay, but throughout all the session, we will call Kak Aina. Okay, with her experience on being one of the finalists for YSN-ASM Chrysalis Award. Okay, so okay, so Kak Aina dengar tak?
Dengar, cuma lagging.
Oh, lagging. Okay. So yang depan-depan tadi dengar kan?
Dengar tapi lagging. Ain
Uh, okay. For as we are currently experiencing some technical problems. Please bear with us while we are dealing with this. Okay.
Is it okay? Is it clear now?
Okay. Clear dah. Kak Aina clear.
So I can start share my screen?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
Dah
Kak
habis
Aina
start
will
share
start
screen
her
kan?
presentation. Boleh.
Sorry guys, there is some technical issue with my connection as usual. So for today, I'd like to share a bit about my journey as a finalist for Young Scientist Network Academy Science Malaysia for Chrysalis Award 2020. So I would like to touch a bit here and
Okay. We have to wait for Kak Aina to start reconnecting. Sorry about that. Sorry Kak Aina terputus tadi.
it's funny man. Just now it is okay and suddenly it gone Off connection again. Ain, can you hear me? Ain
Ya,
dengar tak?
clear. Dengar? Oh. Dengar Kak Ina. Kak Ina dengar ke suara saya?
Ain.
Kak Ina. Kak Ina, saya dengar. So for those currently watching on Facebook Live, can you guys hear me? Okay, Kak Ina?
Lagging, Ain.
Lagging. Oh my. Uh, um, uh, Kak Ina. Okay, Kak Aina, I think that we can start now.
Uh, Hopefully I won't go missing again, guys. I'm trying my best for my internet connection right now. So,
Okay. Okay. So before atas permintaan, mohon moderator hiburkan kami. Okay. Lagu cannot lah, cannot sing. Um, so, okay, since we are having problem with the slide and also the speaker connection, so I could briefly introduce on what is YSN-ASM Chrysalis Award. That is that YSN stands for Young Scientist Network, and ASM, of course, Academy Science Malaysia, and it was formerly known as the YSN-ASM Rising Star Award in 2019. So in this case, that Nik Aina is one of the star finalists, if we can say that lah. And then for the motto for 2020 is that they say is take flight, transformation above and beyond PhD. So it was basically take flight. As the name implies, as the name Chrysalis implies, it means that PhD students are at the transitional stage, since they are analogically known as PhD students. As an analogy, they are a pupil. Pupil, basically, and then they become the journey of PhD, the journey of studying for PhD is a transitional stage of life, in which that one learns how to become more mature, one learns how to conduct research, present research, write research, and thus becomes a competent researcher. Okay, Nik Aina is back with us, and she can continue. Okay, we lost again. Okay. Okay. Hopefully not to the extent of panjat bukit belakang. I think that Nik Aina, I can see you already. Our committee is currently trying to attenuate to this problem. Okay, so for now, we have a very big technical problem. So as of now, Nik Aina will try to restart her laptop first, and then we can continue. Anyone in PG want to sing? I cannot. Oh, so while we're waiting for Kak Aina, the one who's watching can also fill in lah what Kak Aina has posted on the Padlet on what is the wait I read Hmm. Okay, so like uh, you guys can share on Kak Aina's Padlet on what is our postgraduate journey is about. Like the first point is like your name and field of study of or interest, and the second one is the most memorable moment as a postgraduate student, and also the third one is a reason you are interested to join the session. Because yeah, while waiting, we could be sharing. Okay, nice, Akro. Okay, so um, as of mine, my Padlet is that I have my field of interest is nutrition and behavior, but since behavior is a pretty vague subject and pretty vague thing to learn about, so it is currently nutritional neuroscience. And then my most memorable moment was, of course, PKP 1.0. It was very, it, it is a good learning experience in terms of learning about myself and also learning about my studies. And then the next one is from Wani Shafawani, our PIC for WhatsApp World and Journal Club. She said that my field of study is forensic science, but she is somehow now in machine learning things. The most memorable is, of course, if one says that their postgraduate studies are not memorable, maybe it's not that challenging for them. I don't know. Okay, and then of course the ultimate memory is to meet a new friend from various fields of study, and also like yeah, we are all currently waiting for PKP to lift off so that we can have our own tea time session. I'm shocked lah, I'm shocked. Okay. And mostly people are curious about what is YSN-ASM Award, and especially since the name is award itself. So like yeah, okay. So sorry for our technical issues. It's mainly because this is the first time we are trying the StreamYard, so that people can easily access more on Facebook instead of relying on what do you call it? Cisco WebEx or Google Meet.
So sorry.
Okay, our PIC can join now. Okay, I'm alone.
So just wait for a while. So sorry.
Okay, our PIC can join now. Okay, I'm alone.
So just wait for a while. Kaina is trying to find line. So sorry. So
Okay, our PIC can join now. Okay, I'm alone.
so so please wait for a while till Kaina is back. So for time being, maybe our moderator can tell some story about Chrysalis Award.
Okay, so for the Chrysalis Award,
Uh-huh.
it is about they they target specifically for first-year Malaysian PhD students.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
Can hear you very clearly. All right. Kaina, I'm
Again?
trying to connect with Kaina, so please wait.
Okay, so uh, introducing. Okay, the tagline for 2020 is "Take Flight: Transformation Above and Beyond PhD." As the name implies, Chrysalis Award. We are currently in the process of growing. Hi, hi, Kaina.
Sorry guys, Nik Aina and technical issue can be separated, man. Sorry for the lagging technical issue just now. Oh my god, okay. So
Clear.
are we still having someone here? So I will start share
Uh,
my screen, okay?
okay, now Kak Aina can start sharing your screen.
Okay. So for today, again, sorry for technical issue just now. I would like to proceed with the outline for today's session in the hope that you guys still interested with my session after 30 minutes of laggy issue just now. So I would like to share a bit what is actually YSN-ASM Chrysalis Award it is and then how the application and the selection process looks like, the workshop that all the finalists have gone through before the highlight of this award, which is pitching session. And the last part is actually the Q&A session. Hopefully you guys have some question and I can answer whatever that bothering your mind with this YSN-ASM Chrysalis Award. And I hope I can cover all in this session. And let me begin with what is actually ASM. ASM is actually Academy Science Malaysia. It is actually a statutory body of Malaysia's eminent scientists, engineers, and also technologists from various multidisciplinary disciplines of science in Malaysia. This organization is actually represent the scientific minds of Malaysian. It acts as a think tank to advise the government and stakeholders on matter related to STI and also engineering, which is science, engineering, technology, and also innovation with the outlook in Malaysia. As 2019, if I'm not mistaken, there are about 300 something fellow for the Academy of Science in Malaysia, a few of young scientist network, like almost 200 if I'm not mistaken. And our dean, Prof. Dr. Nur Azmi, is actually one of the fellow for this Academy Science Malaysia. So he carries FACS, FASC behind his name. And same goes to Director of Inform, Prof. Dr. Rahmah Nordin, and also Prof. Dr. Jafri Malin from PPSK. And if I'm not mistaken, in PPSK itself, we got one affiliate of Academic Science Malaysia, which is Dr. Wan Amir, Wan Nizam. I'll proceed with what is actually YSN. YSN is Young Scientist Network, which is consists of top young scientists aged below 40 in Malaysia who are committed towards improving the ecosystem and also outlook of science and making science is a tangible impact to the society. It represents the voice of young Malaysian scientists. What does YSN do is that they create collaboration and networking among themselves and also other key player in research ecosystem in Malaysia, including media, funders, and also government. In other words, they play a role in shaping future of STI in Malaysia. To date, the under YSN-ASM umbrella, there are 8 working group, which is science communication, science education, science integrity, science leadership, science outreach, science policy and governance, research synergy, and last one is science at media. For the Chrysalis Award 2020, it is under working group of science leadership. In PPSK, we have Dr. Tan Swat Cheng and also Associate Prof. Dr. Gary, if I'm not mistaken, is under affiliate of Young Scientist Network. And also same goes to Dr. Siti Khairia, our famous Dr. Kai, is one of the affiliate of Young Scientist Network. So next one is what is actually Chrysalis Award 2020. It is actually formerly known as YSN-ASM Rising Star Award in 2019. So this year is actually the second year of this award session. So it's targeted to a final year Malaysian PhD student. It is actually a process of transitional stage of life when undergoing transformation between immature and mature. So the analogy have been given to us is the process for a postgraduate student as a pupil undergo the culminate a successful graduation as a competent researcher, which is we are ready to fly as a butterfly, hopefully. The aim of the program is to identify and develop postgraduate to be the young future leader researcher within the STI ecosystem in Malaysia. And they hope we will inspire to contribute back to society. So the selected finalists will experience continuous support and mentoring for the next 5 years of the program. So for myself, it will end until 2024. The
Kak Aina,
yes,
apa nama?
dengar tak?
Siapa nama? Dengar. Slide tu tak gerak.
Saya tak gerak. Kak Ina gerak tak?
Chrysalis Award Young Scientist Network. Now gerak.
So actually I can't share with the play. So I just can share the interface of the PowerPoint. Sorry. So I shall proceed je kan? Proceed je kan?
Saya proceed je.
Okay. So this one is actually from my personal view, personal experience. For me, how it started, it was if I'm not mistaken, from March last year, there is one poster up in most of social media, the one with the orange one. It was a few weeks before MCO 1.0, and I was quite interested to join, but then to be honest, the submission deliverables actually need us to make 4-minute video pitch, the interesting and attractive one. So that one I was quite not confident with myself with that kind of deliverables. So and on the same time I was quite busy finishing my final draft thesis to be submitted to the examiners. So I let it pass because the due date was quite near to the prorate thesis submission. Little did I know that they changed some, what I can say, the submission deliverables change into, I guess, simpler one compared to the orange one. So the latest post, the one in the pink color, for me it's quite simpler because I don't need to prepare video, and at the same time I already quite free waiting for my Viva date to be announced. So I just submit deliverable such as the motivational essay and all sort of this thing that have been stated here on the very last day of submission, because I didn't realize that the changes itself. I just realized like 4 to 5 days before the um, due date for the application. So there is actually 4 stages of Chrysalis, which is identify the and then shortlist the 15 of us, and then they develop us into series of module and make us network with other local scientists, and then they will recognize the best three. I would call it as a best three based on their demonstration during during the workshop. It just like all of us actually starting at the same level. They didn't care about our past achievement. So that's why I say that the best three of the most shining after the workshop, during the workshop. So they based on the selected three winners was actually based on their demonstration of knowledge, enthusiasm, leadership, creativity, teamwork, and also all the performance throughout the workshop and also the pitching session. And the last one is my current stage lah, to empower us to contribute back through the YSN-ASM activity for following 5 years. So for last year criteria, um, this is all based last year. I'm not sure this year they will be the same one, but basically they still have the age limit until 35 years old and below. Uh, for my cohort, the oldest one, if I'm not mistaken, is 34, and they need us to be the final year PhD student, which is studying in Malaysia only. Um, most of us is actually at the writing stage when we apply for this Chrysalis Award. There is, if I'm not mistaken, there is none of us is in the lab work stage. So I guess that's what they mean by final year PhD student when the selection, the best 15 was made. And the research expertise falls within all of these 6 domains, but not limited to. They look upon the engineering, many medical and health sciences, physical and chemical sciences, biological, agricultural and environmental sciences, science and technology development industry, and social science and humanity. I don't think from my cohort there is anyone that have background with social science and humanity. The other 5, yes, mostly engineering, yeah, and biological sciences. So they evaluate based on these 4. I can say it's 4. Yeah, it's based on these four important things. Which is the first one is motivational essay about your research and life experience, and how your research shape your future, shape your ambition in future, and also how society would benefit from that. And then they need an A4 size infographic poster which explain your PhD research work and also the impact to the society. The infographic poster should not be too much jargon word. It should be creative, concise, and targeted to non-specialist researchers. That means that someone from background, in my case, from someone from background engineering would understand that, or someone else from background social science can understand what I do for my PhD research work. So for the research achievement, that this one was quite hard for me because they listed in the Google form document. I need to listed all these 5 essential things for them. Publication, they separated between the Q1, Q2, ISI, and all Web of Science corpus, books, magazine or online article, anything that you as a author or also co-author. The presentation, they need about oral, poster, international and local, and they also need to know that whether the conference is actually indexed into the ISI or ISI WS or Scopus conference. They also need info from ours about our research, whether is actually we already have our intellectual property, whether we have patent our findings or have the trademark for that, and then either we have won or participate in any prestigious research award like ITEX or Pechita. I'm not sure with I think like the nutrition one got some people have won this before. And also the last part is any activity related research and academic related activity in anything that make sure that you are active during your postgraduate life as anything, ESCO or organizing committee. So I'm sharing what did I actually send to them, which actually I'm not quite I don't know. This is what actually I actually because I saw others finalists what they submit like 2 or 3 their infographic poster was very attractive compared to mine. So I guess I don't know. Maybe mine would simpler one. The motivational essay is actually what if someone if any of you know used I used to participate in 3-minute thesis competition early last year. So basically, the script, the write up here is similar with my what I pitched during 3-minute thesis competition. It's just this one is more fit into what they need to know, which is describe your research life and experience, how have this shaped your ambition for future, how would society benefit, and less technical word. So I guess they can relate with what actually motivational essay and what my motivational essay say and with the infographic poster. And also this one is the support letter from my former supervisor. Uh, for the research achievement, I did not. I think I because I'm quite mind blowing with my other finalists' research achievement. If you guys, I once Googled their name and they are quite have high H index in their research achievements compared to me. Mine H index was like 2 or 3. They were like berbelas-belas banyak. So I was like, I was quite ni. So mine, what I sent to them is only I listed 3 ISI index journal, 2 Scopus index journal, a few index journal, which is my side project, since I enter postgraduate study, and I have none Q1 and Q2 paper, uh, which is actually a bummer for me. It's something that I lesson learned from me. I think to compete with others, we need at least one Q1 or Q2 papers. If I can go back to back time, no, it's not. A few poster and oral presentation, including the 3-minute thesis. Actually, I noticed that there is also two from the finalists. Is also presenter for 3-minute thesis. One is from UTM and the other one from USM Indo. And also a few research academic related activities as ESCO and also organizing committee. And then once they have select us, for the screening committee, it is actually all those name. I don't we don't know, all of us, I think all the finalists actually, we don't know who is the people behind the screening process. It's all the blind selection, but all of us have been told that we are selected based on the four important things that I have mentioned before. Initially, through they announced to us firstly through personal email, and then through the social media, in June last year. And then because of this COVID-19, all instruction, information, workshop were through WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group actually active until today. All those announcement, all those opportunity, all those mentoring sessions still going on through the WhatsApp group. So this is what actually a series of workshop. What did finalists learn from June until last October? Uh, the speaker is actually mostly from the YSN. There is during each of the workshop, we have case studies. We have breakout room session for group discussion. They randomly assign us with any issue or any case study that we need to discuss, and that time is actually the speakers and also the moderator will evaluate our performance, which is I'm not shine during that time because of others more shine than me. So after each workshop, we have a reflection write up need to be submitted within a week to the speakers. And then for the pitching session, which is related with the workshop number 7, which is research proposal. For the research proposal, we are following the TRGS template, the Trans Research Grant Scheme, Transdisciplinary Research Grant Scheme, because we wanted to to um, to do the to mimic the collaboration between different fields from starting engineering until what in each for each and every one field related. We propose a proposal, we propose and research idea from that. Uh, it was based on TRGS temp idea of the most, if I'm not mistaken, the most the benda yang paling the most 10 scope that relevant in Malaysia till 2020. Most of it including the AI, the education, the holistic education, and second, defense and security, mental health, water issue, agriculture, well-being of B40, clean energy, precision health and medicine. I'm not sure there is another two, but as far as I remember, that's in the end. So we have to prepare a proposal based on the TRGS template and pitch our idea to the panel, we have two different panel actually. One is from the for the write up proposal, and the other one is during the pitching session. So we have two different phase of judging for pitching for the research proposal. Then the pitching session, it was scheduled to be, it is actually the highlight of the Chrysalis, the one that everyone's waiting for, scheduled to be the physical pitching at the Petro Science on last November. But due to this current situation of unprecedented situation, it turned to be the virtual pitching at FB Live of Academy Science Malaysia in last 3 weeks. It was not bad experience doing virtual pitching for me. I guess we have leave a remarkable ending for everyone. So this is the last the upper side right one is what actually my group proposed. Three of us is actually some all of us are based on natural products. So we propose something that can relate with our niche area. So we stay true to our niche area, and so we just wanted to have a very remarkable ending. So we decide if anyone follow the FB Live during the pitching session, I think it is only our group that pitch the way business style pitching. So it's for us, like we wanted to do some different kind of pitching session. So that's how we pitch our idea. This is the all that have been involved. This is Prof. Dato Dr. Asma, the President of Academy Science Malaysia. And this one is the Chairperson of Young Scientist Network, YSN, Dr. Chai. And this one is Dr. Lee Hui Ling, is actually the one who are taking care of us until today in the WhatsApp group. The co-chairperson for science leadership of YSN-ASM. So for the prizes at the end of this Chrysalis Award is actually, if you guys notice that during the earlier post, they just noticed for it's like internship placement at the ASM for 1 month. But then during the whole process of Chrysalis, something changed. It's not something changed. There is more people interested to join in as sponsors. So end up there were more interesting prizes actually to be won, which is okay. Of course, all of us gain certificates, and for the winners, they gain career development fund, supply of Merck reagents for the whole this year, if I'm not mistaken, and also some cash money. They also provide with the first place, second place, third place, the best team, and the Rising Star Award. Yeah, so I guess before I end my sharing session, at the end of this journey, which is not really end for me, the end of Chrysalis itself, for me is to be shortlisted itself is an achievement. Throughout this session, I noticed that this is an actually eye-opening educational experience, something that I learned. I can't get this during postgraduate study. So at the end is I gain very much of valuable knowledge. I have a chance to networking with other scientists. It is not only the people that the same level of education with me. Like what I mean is that it's not like somebody who are at the stage of final year PhD student, but also our mentor, our evaluator, our speakers, our moderator is actually someone like if you Google the name, oh, this one is okay, the one okay. So macam it's like macam you have the chance to interact with them, know their idea. So it was like some once lifetime experience for me. And also recognition, if you guys notice that how they blast about this program throughout the social media. They are making us look like celebrity for the past few days before the final pitching. And of course I also gained friendships and also bonding with other finalists, which I never met them physically, but somehow they managed to occupy some space in my life and also my heart. So some people say what uh, the end is not really the end. This is now the new beginning for me. And as I believe that there are always room for exploration in science itself. So this is before I really end my sharing session today. This is my acknowledgement part for this journey of YSN-ASM Chrysalis Award 2020. The MOSTI, the ASM, the YSN, the sponsor, which is Merck Life, Vitrox, and also ESM. I also would like to thank to PPSK, GKPS, Deputy Dean, who always believe in what I used to propose to them for the PPSK Postgraduate Club. I have worked with all these four deputy deans of progress study, and they know how loud I used to be. And also yes to you guys, PPSK Postgraduate Club. I wouldn't be here if you guys not support me with all my activities before. To my main to my former main PhD supervisors who always understand how busy and irrelevant I am somehow for other than my academic study. And Dr. Dasuki, the one who initially saw my potential in leadership in PPSK, and to these two former president of PPSK Postgraduate Club before me, the one who pushed me to become the president before. So I guess that's only what did I share for today. It is basically based on my view. So I hope that will answer some of things that bothering your mind. So I stop sharing my screen right now.
Thank you,
So
Kak Aina, for concise slide. Okay. So for the question, Kak Nabila wanted she said something about what is Kak Aina currently doing.
I'm actually looking. Okay, to be honest, not. Uh, I'm not seriously applying any job application yet because I'm in my pursuit to further postdoc actually, and I have one interview for postdoc researcher application next week. So tengoklah macam mana how the interview goes on. Before this, I have been shortlisted. Okay, through this YSN-ASM before, I have opportunity to be shortlisted as independent research contractor for the Frost and Sullivan. It is basically most desk work research related job. You have to do analysis related to research. But then it is heavily mostly on the how marketing and also economy. So I didn't get that the job, actually called contract job, is for the 6 month based on the project. So right now, yes, I'm still looking for postdoc application. If you guys have any, may let me know. I'm not in, somehow I'm not interested to go into academia. I have my own reason. Just if you guys have a reason to go to academia, just proceed with your plan. And I have my own plan. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Good luck, Kak Aina, for anything
Thank
that you
you.
want to do. So, uh, I am also curious on who is Kak Aina's role model in research, especially.
Ha, ha. Tak ada role model. Sekejap fikir.
Or maybe what
I
pushed
don't
you
have
for.
any role. I don't have specific role model. I guess I get I'm if you guys notice that I really idolize our dean, Professor Dr. Noazmi, because the way he talks, and sometimes dia punya sometimes if we have one session, it's not one session. He used to be the mentor for one writing workshop, if I'm not mistaken, in Bukit Keluang at that time, 2014. He shared his view related with what our research will going on, and something like that. Somehow it inspired me to go deeper. Even I'm not interested to go deeper with what he does, which is immunology. No, I'm not interested with immunology. But then somehow, like, we saw I saw him as an idol. Other than that, I don't have specific one. Anyone, any scientist that actually have an idea that we can relate with our routine life. Not,
Mm,
I don't have any specific one. Sorry.
that's okay. Uh, just one question, like, what is your biggest inspiration and
Ah,
a bit similar, and mentor in your PhD journey?
my mentor is actually my main supervisor for PhD. Because she understand me well. It is hard actually to have someone who has some PhD student like me. I have my own the other side of Nik Aina that not most of people know. But then my former main supervisor is actually my former co-supervisor during master. So she know me quite well since I entered PPSK. So because of that, she really can understand me. My biggest inspiration, maybe my mother, because yeah, I think everyone biggest inspiration is actually come from mother. Specifically in PhD journey is actually my supervisor lah. Any nasihat to all juniors if they want to join this YSN-ASM? Do the best during the workshop. That's the only. It's not that's the only. If you guys ask me if I can go back to my chrysalis journey 6 to 7 months before, I will ask you guys to keep on focus and pay full attention during the workshop, because sometimes kita tak tahu bila diorang evaluate kita. Uh,
Oh,
so sometimes during the breakout room session, group discussion, when you are not saying something and then suddenly the moderator or the evaluator came in the breakout room session, so you just okay, time aku dah pass tadi, macam tak sempat untuk diorang tengok the real what we are discussed before. And then I guess, to if you guys really not join, maybe you should polish up the research achievement part, especially the publication. Yeah, because I'm quite lacking in that. Uh, seriously, yeah, that one, the publication part. Don't take that
Yang ribet.
as a lighter issue lah. Macam benda tu kena take serious jugalah. Sebab it's actually a bonus for you guys to have a Q1 and Q2 paper, so you have more impact towards the H index number. Benda tu penting juga kalau if anyone wanted to do to go into academia, because if I'm not mistaken, even you guys wanted one of the criteria for lecturer, uh, I'm looking last year or last 2 year, I noticed that they already put at least you have 4 or 5 ISI publication in the past 3 years. It means like during your PhD, you need to have 4 or 5 ISI paper, and also must have a Q1 or Q2, because it is actually the Q1 and Q2 is actually really playing a big role for the KPI thingy. So benda tu tak boleh nak elak dah.
Okay.
Anything else?
One share us a bit about your experience during the grand pitch.
It is actually, thank God, there is no technical issue on that day. Even on the rehearsal day, we rehearse 2-3 times a week before, 2-3-4 days before the real pitching. There is no technical issue. A bit of your experience, it was quite different. Kalau nak compare dengan pitching session yang lain, let's say like 3 minute we have physical one. So that one you have to remember inside your head all the points that you have to do. For the YSM is because it's a virtual, so you still, yeah, you can boleh sembunyi notes pitching all the important points somewhere, so tak ada orang nampak, just you and your laptop. To prepare for the grand pitching itself, actually we need a lot of time between other finalists in our group, so that kita ada apa, seimbang, waktu yang seimbang, part seimbang masing-masing. Tu je kot. Mana lagi? Ni siapa tanya ni?
Yang ni Kak Bel. Going overseas ke tak?
If you guys a close friend to me and know me well before, yes, I have planned to do postdoc in overseas. I have planned before, but then with this current COVID-19, I don't think that I will jeopardize my own life to go overseas yet, because I still have family here. So the best thing is that I will stay here for a while, looking at this current situation. Hopefully that things will get ease after this, and mana tahu tiba-tiba nampak kat overseas kan.
InsyaAllah Kak.
InsyaAllah, amin.
Okay. So, any other question guys?
Ramai ke yang berminat nak join the next cohort? I mean like this year one.
I don't, entahlah Kak.
Because they already mentioned that they will be opening soon in March. If you are looking at the Facebook of YSN, they already post that to anyone that interested to join this, they asked to keep on posted at the Facebook of YSN.
Maybe our PIC lah, Wan Syafawani. So, there is no more questions, then I think Kak Aina, any last words that you want to share with us?
Are you guys doing good during this MCO 2.0? I just
The
I just I just wanted to guide you guys buatlah yang terbaik untuk postgrad life korang, because at the end this will, benda ni lah yang you akan bawa untuk future. There are things, ada benda yang me myself would go back and do it better. It's not like for anything recognition apa semua, no, it's just for my own betterment. It's more like our self achievement, macam tu je lah. If let's say you guys are currently stuck with your lab work or your writing, just that the hard times will pass no matter what. So you guys just do what the best you can do for the current time. Yang mana start lab work, maybe boleh buat writing ke, maybe can come out with some review paper. So just stay. And thank you for having me for the third time. I hope this will be the last time. And it's not fair for the other senior too. They also wanted this opportunity to have a sharing section with you guys. So I think most of us in Postgrad Club also can share anything, right, for the journal club. It's not like the same face, Aina, Murabi, and siapa lagi. Muka-muka yang sama je. Come on, just polish your inner self to talk, to share anything that you can share. Okay? Good luck, guys. And also
Itulah
good luck
juga
to
Kak
me.
Aina.
Thank you.
All junior support you.
USM tak nak buka postdoc ke? Aku minta kat you lain ni.
PPSK macam buka ke?
I'm trying to move on from USM. Can't you see?
UM ke Kak?
Tak tahu lah kat mana. Tak cakap lagi. Nanti lepas kalau pas interview tu baru kita cakap. Before tak dapat interview kita shh.
Okay.
Tak tahu lah guys. Tengoklah nasib kat mana, rezeki kat mana. It's that I'm just enjoying my gap year first because of this current issue. So I won't be hard on myself too. So you guys pun jangan nak ni sangat. Okay, if anything, siapa-siapa in case kalau nanti ada opening yang YSN ni, I will let you guys know. Okay?
Okay.
Wajar, aku tahu siapa. Thank you.
Okay guys. Thank you for joining us and thank you for our speaker Kak Aina for sharing her experience. Do know that your juniors are always supporting you wherever you are.
Thank you. I'm always support you guys too. Thank you.
Okay guys. So we've come to the end of our session. So yeah, thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys. Bye. I leave the studio now.
Okay.